Tripping with
Trev.
and yeah.
To Tripping with
Trev.
and Yana, featuring our
Cactus Tree, because we're in
Cactus
Arizona,
Tree.
and it's Christmas Day today.
get it?
Even though it's 68, blue sky, sun, no snow.
At least not here.
Right. So we survived a year being here now.
Yay!
So a year of being a homeowner, a year of surviving the summer in Arizona, because everyone always talks about the hot summers.
Mm-hmm.
It was 115 degrees for like 35 days in a row, so it was pretty hot. But we survived. Our
Yeah.
plants barely survived the front yard, but we
But
got
they-
we got together. We finally figured out a good irrigation rotation.
And we've been a few places since we've been here,
Right.
so we'll touch on that. But I guess first we'll start with where we are in our home ownership process.
Right. So now we're at our 1-year warranty. So we've got a third-party inspector. He took a look around the house for like 3-4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Made a nice 50-page PDF document for us to give to our builder. We put that in November, and I got everything scheduled literally tomorrow and the rest of the year and through January.
Through January, yeah.
Getting all the different contractors together, like the cab, because every person is separate. You don't have like a handyman that does it all. They got like your
Painting,
painters, your cabinet
drywall,
people, your drywall people, your
tiles,
roof people, your tile people.
stucco.
So just trying to get everyone organized. Thankfully, we work from home, so
It's easy for them to.
they can schedule any day, every
Yeah.
day, what they need, which is awesome. So we're getting it all together. It's all scheduled. It's just the timing kind of sucks doing it right after Christmas, but
Well, right after Thanksgiving, because we had people in the week of Thanksgiving
Oh,
too, fixing,
but
knock down
hopefully
some.
get everything knocked out so that
Yeah.
way 2024 I don't gotta deal with it no more.
Well, we ain't dealing with it anymore. We ain't got no choice. Yeah, so like you guys know, we bought a new build, so we have the 1-year warranty. We have to get a few things fixed. But like Travis said, we ordered a third-party inspector. In the Phoenix area, he's pretty well, according to our builders, infamous. But to us, he's famous. Like, he really helped us find things that were wrong with the house that we wouldn't have known.
He's very thorough. Like all his
Yeah.
videos, he'd be describing what to look for, why it should be this way, and he always quotes the Arizona
Code.
ROC code.
Yeah.
So if you ever do have like a builder refuse to do it, you can basically tell
He
them
puts
this-
it right into your report.
Right.
And it's
Basically
like,
say that the state of Arizona, it has to be built this way, or this has to be under warranty,
Yeah.
or what have you.
and he specializes in new builds, which is really good because he's basically probably been in every house by every builder in the
Right.
Phoenix Valley area. So he knows what things to look out for, where, some of the builders may like cut corners basically to finish a house. So he really helped us a lot. Our builders weren't that pleased, but they were basically telling us that he's infamous and he's going to lose his license. But the funny thing is, everything that he found, they're fixing. So
I think, well, obviously people don't like to be criticized.
no, true.
And, whether they use the same contractors when we first got the house built or now, I mean, we don't know because we were all the way in Michigan, so
Mm-hmm.
we didn't know what was going on with the house besides our real estate guy barely giving me pictures.
I like how you snuck that in there.
But I mean, it's definitely good to have an inspector. I mean, I would recommend if you guys plan on getting a house, definitely get one before
In the beginning, before you
get-
close.
Especially I know it's pretty basic for old builds. You'll get an inspector. Well, sometimes depending if it's a
Previously owned.
seller's market, then they try to weasel their way out, like saying, "Oh, we won't give you this house if you get an inspection."
Right.
Don't do that because it's always
Unless you got money to spend, then go ahead and do what you
Well,
want.
Until you find out the stove don't work and your water heater is leaking and all that stuff.
Yeah, if you got money to spend, then do what you need.
Definitely get an inspection. Definitely get a third-party inspection. Definitely look at the reviews of the inspector. Look at his videos if he has any. Look at his website. See what people are saying because you definitely want someone that's detailed. Because if you're a first-time home buyer like us, you don't really know what to look for unless it's a glaring hole in the wall or something that's super obvious. But you need someone that's actually licensed by that particular state, so they know all the code. know how stuff's supposed to get built, know how stuff's supposed to get repaired.
Right, and because he's very thorough. Like if you watch him in his videos, you'll see that he taps on the tiles to make sure
They
that
don't crack.
they don't crack or they're glued down properly. He has like infrared lights to look through the walls for any leaks.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, he's very thorough. So he sees things that your eye would catch, but he can catch things that's also like behind the scenes, behind the walls. I mean, even like the tile. Like I would have never guessed. Like, oh, I need to tap on these tiles to see if there's a hollow sound to see if maybe they may crack or pop. But he knows that because he's worked on new builds. I don't know how long he's been doing it, but he's really good. And I've seen him on the news. Like I seen him before Travis reached out to him, and he's like booked up through
all this year. He's
2024. He's booked up. So I don't even know how Travis was able to get him to come out, but
magic.
he did. Yeah, worked his little magic. But he came out and he helped us. But definitely, if you are getting a new build, I would definitely suggest getting a third-party inspector because obviously your builder's already going to have an inspector. But get your own third-party inspector to catch things that the inspector from the builder may overlook to pretty much rush the closing process.
Right. Because
Yeah.
we get stuck with 2 months within moving in, we had a leak in the attic that dripped into the garage. That could have easily been caught if we hadn't had pre-inspection.
Which to me was really funny because they were so quick to tell us that our inspector was infamous and he's going to lose his license. But it's like, but y'all had an inspector come out and take a look at our house, and they thought that everything that we see is wrong was fine. So who should be losing their license?
Or they just didn't do an inspection. I don't know.
Or they didn't do an inspection. Yeah, we don't know because we were.
Not even here.
Well, that ain't even the case because some people lived here and were able to come. Like some of our neighbors lived here and they came and took a look at the house throughout the building process, and there was things still wrong. So anyway, protect yourself.
Right. That's the main thing because you don't want to be caught with $3,000 contractor building. I have someone gut your entire wall because it's crooked or leaks or whatever.
And it's outside of the warranty, so now you're fully responsible for it. So
Did you mention his name?
I don't know. His name is
Sci-Fi Home Inspections.
Sci-Fi Home
So
Inspections.
if you're planning on getting a house in Arizona, definitely look him up. Highly recommend him. Not only does he take pictures of all the stuff that's like wrong or that he sees, but he'll blue tape stuff. And then he'll also give you a PowerPoint presentation at the end. He'll hook up his laptop and show you and give you a rundown of how they should fix it. You know, if the builder tries to weasel, this is the law you can cite. And
He even offered to come back to check on some of the work for us too. So, I mean, he's very passionate about his job and he takes great pride in his work, which is why when the builders were telling us like he's infamous and going to lose his license, we're like, okay, hee sure. He more thorough than your inspector was, so.
Definitely check your attics. We never checked our attic
when we
closed because the closer or the builder conveniently didn't have a ladder long enough, so we didn't check the attic, and there's actually stuff wrong with the attic. So.
And they tried to blame the inspector for doing it. Like, yeah, he would come in here and break our shit just to make a video for the internet. Like, please.
If you're planning on buying a house, definitely inspector.
If it's a new build, definitely get an inspector. Previously owned, I mean, you just should know that there's going to be some wear and tear, but still
get an inspector though
to protect you. Yeah.
If they try to weasel way out of it, you know they're hiding something.
Yeah.
But that's going right now, and that's going well. I mean, even all the stuff that's wrong with the house, they're fixing it without any rebuttal. So
yeah,
obviously it's common issues or just they know stuff gets rushed. I mean, with anything here in America, you just want to produce as much as possible. You don't really do any quality assurance, so it's pretty common. Yeah,
I will say, like, working with our builder, at least from our experience, has been really good because any issues that we've had, they resolve them. That's during the closing process, before just, we're waiting for the house to get done. After we're in here, we've had issues, they come in and they fix it. And then also, just like this warranty, like they haven't had any issues, they're coming and fixing everything, so.
Right.
We haven't had, did we ever say what our builder was? Did you want to say? I mean, I don't care. It's Meritage Home. So that's who we are going through. And keep in mind, that's just our experience. We don't really have any issues.
Yeah, we had no issues.
We haven't had any.
Super nice.
I mean, everyone that we've worked with has been very awesome. Yeah.
Assign contractors to come out and let you know when they're coming out.
Mm-hmm.
We had no problems. I think the process, just for next time, it'd be better to be here in person where the house is getting built. That kind of sucked that we were out of state.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would went even smoother if we actually could see the house getting built and ask questions about it. But since we were just told newbies, no, it's May.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna input my input, but yes.
But it's been going well.
Mm-hmm.
For being a first-time home buyer / owner, it's been pretty amazing compared to the horror stories I hear from other people.
Right.
So, can't really complain.
Mm-mm.
So that's going well. Just being a first-time homeowner, of all the filters you gotta change and flushes you gotta do,
maintenance,
and
yeah.
maintenance and air filters you gotta change out, and definitely get yourself a checklist. Our builder gave us a nice little grid that shows common things that you should check on or replace within 3 months or every month or a year. Just for example, we had to get our air conditioner checked every 6 months. They've hose it down and clean it up, get all that dust off of it, and check all the filters and do the little tests with their little handhelds to make sure all the voltage is correct and everything's running and smooth. Because when it was 115 degrees, you definitely don't want that air to go up.
Okay, yeah, that's what we made sure that we hurry up and found someone to come out and take a look at the air
Because
conditioning.
we missed our 6 months, so I had him come out a year later, and you're supposed to do it every 6 months. But thankfully, he said everything was still good, which I would hope because it's a brand new air conditioner, but still.
Now
it
we
takes
have
a
a
beating
subscription.
outside.
Yeah, so now they'll come every 6 months. So.
And obviously, you got the air filters in the ceiling you got to change out, and we just figured out how we got to change the filter in our water filter in our fridge every 6 months.
I do that.
And I never had a fancy fridge like that. So.
Oh, yeah, I put that on a subscription.
And then, we get our water softener filter for our reverse osmosis changed every year.
Yeah, because we have a softener here because the water is hard. And let me tell you,
We took those filters out. They're pure black and covered in sand. I was like, wow. And that's only been a year. It's just us two using it. And they also flushed our water heater, which I've never had done or never knew anyone to do it in Michigan. That's supposed to prolong the life of your water heater.
Mm-hmm.
And when he flushed it out, you could see all the sand coming out and all the sediment.
And the little rod that he had to switch out.
Change out a rod that was all calcified.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, and that's just after 1 year. So.
And he was telling us horror stories of people that don't even do it after 8 years. So.
Yeah.
We don't want to drink that water.
Right. Just trying to keep on top of everything.
So get yourself an Excel sheet or loose leaf paper and mark everything down, because it's a lot easier to maintain stuff every 3 months or 6 months than waiting 8 years and now you have major problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the people that we've hired to come out,
fantastic.
Amazing. Yeah,
they teach you stuff. They take the time to teach you what they're doing, show you what they're doing, tell you why they're doing it. So that's been very helpful. So now we got a good plumber, HVAC person. We're just gonna need to find a good electrician now.
Yeah.
But we're still under warranty for another year, so
yeah,
through the builder. So
yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just trying to figure out the ins and outs of home ownership. I think the first year went pretty good, and now we have a system and a routine to keep up on everything. So
yeah, lived in apartments my whole life, or lived with parents, so didn't have to take care of none of this stuff. Just call the landlord up, and they fix stuff.
Right, for me, just call up my parents.
But definitely being out here by yourself and doing it, a lot easier to remember and keep that knowledge than having someone else do it for you. And now you have to do it. There's no excuse not to do it.
Right.
Unless you want your house to crumble.
I don't say that. And then we still have a few big projects, like getting ceiling fans and lights for over the kitchen counter, ceiling fans in all the rooms and the living room.
Definitely need it after this summer. I don't think we need it because the walls or the ceilings are 9 foot, and it is very open space because we don't got a lot of stuff yet really in the house, so it's very airy and open. But man, when that summer hit, you'd be sweating.
Especially in our office, because
it really gets beaten by the sun.
Obviously, it's in the front of the house, and it's a south-facing window, so the sun is just beating all day, and then we're working, so we both have our computers or laptops running all day. The room just gets really hot, so we're this spring or winter, we have to get the ceiling fans.
Definitely ceiling fan.
Installed.
And so we can test the lights out because
Yeah.
there's no lights in any of those rooms either
Right.
because we don't have a ceiling fan.
We don't have the ceiling fans, yeah. So test that for the electricity because it's still under warranty. So if something's wrong, the builder is responsible for coming out and fixing those issues. So yeah, we got to do that. We also have landscaping because right now
the backyard is just rocks.
it just rocks. So we got to figure out what we want to do back there. We found our furniture.
Oh yeah, I found it. Little couch and table.
He found the furniture. But we found the furniture. It's a really nice set. We just need to figure out how we want to lay out the backyard.
Right.
And that's going to
Definitely
be
want a fire pit. That's about the only thing I know.
and a grill.
Well, yeah.
Boy, because he's going to be back there grilling it up. And we got a gas stove. I still have to look up the gas stove, but I think it's just you can just refill
yeah,
your.
I gotta figure out how to use that to
Yeah.
blow the house up.
Yeah, but we got a gas stove put on too. So, yeah.
That's going well.
Mhm.
Even with all that going on, we still were able to travel.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to
Tucson.
Tucson. Well, my first time.
His first time, yeah.
What did we see? Oh, we saw. Let's see that little biodome
Mm-hmm.
where they're like testing out how people could live on Mars.
Mm-hmm. And build their own.
Those little, I don't even know what those are even called, like life-sustaining little pod
Mm-hmm.
things. Like
They built their own garden and grew their own food.
they lived in there for like a year.
Yeah, like a year or 2 years. It was really interesting.
We went to Page, Arizona, because the Antelope Canyon, upper and lower Antelope Canyon, as well as the Horseshoe Bend.
Horseshoe Bend, Glen Canyon, Glen Dam Canyon, I think that's what it is.
And then Lone Rock.
And Lone Rock Park, we swam at the beach.
That was it was nothing but sand dunes, so we didn't have a rental that was a truck, so there was a lot of walking. Didn't want to get stuck
sand, and it was hot.
Didn't want to get stuck in the sand with the car.
Yeah, because we went for our wedding anniversary.
So that was dope.
But yeah, it was really nice. The canyons were beautiful, but they're really touristy. So you go in like tourist groups, and you have your guide.
Well, it's on an Indian reservation, so you can't go by yourself.
Well, you can't go by yourself in the first place, too. Yeah, but they take you through the canyons, and it's so crazy. Like when you're trying to go down into the cracks, because it's so small, and you go in there, and it's like
Very roomy.
yeah. And then you have your guides that show you, where to get all the good pictures, and they point out all the formations. It was
really fun.
It was really fun. It was a lot of fun. So we did both. There's a lower and upper. I think they said the lower is the more popular one, but we did both, and I like both. I would do both if you are
if
going
you're
to be
already
there.
you might as well
You might as well do both. Yeah, and we did it all in one day.
Right.
Horseshoe Bend.
Yeah, it was great. 1,000 feet up, there's a giant canyon that shaped like a horseshoe. You got water down below, but you can walk up to the edge. There's no guardrails. You can.
If you
Jump
wanted
off
to
if you want
jump
to.
and jump to your demise,
You can do that.
you can do that. Absolutely. And people were getting so close to the edge, and I was like, please just.
It's crazy because you can see people canoeing and
Mhm.
kayaking down in the water,
Yeah,
and they just look like a bunch of ants.
it's crazy. It's
That was really
breathtaking.
gorgeous.
Yeah. I mean, we took pictures in the canyons and the Horseshoe Dam, the Lone Rock, everywhere. The canyon, but pictures just
Yeah, don't do it justice.
it never does it justice. And then the Airbnb we stayed in, I found it was a ballet studio, so it was really neat.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It was super neat. Yeah. And then I did Nashville for a bachelorette party for my sister-in-law. We had fun.
I went to Hawaii.
He went
For
to
a
Hawaii
wedding.
for his friend's wedding, and I was jealous.
It was humid. So I usually go to Hawaii. The times I've been to Hawaii, I go in December.
Yeah,
And we went in June, and that was, whew,
yeah.
that was rough.
And then we went back to Michigan for my brother's wedding. He got married, and that was a lot of fun.
It was super smoky. I was on
Oh, I
wildfires were
forgot
going
about
on.
that. Yeah, they had the wildfire. So we heard about it obviously on the news, but when we landed, we were like,
it was pure smoke.
it's like smoky, like for real.
Forest fire smoky.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to San Fran for the
San
first
Francisco.
time. Go see Golden Gate Bridge and
Alcatraz and the pier.
Pier 51.
We walked all downtown San Fran, baby.
Yeah, that was really nice.
It was really nice. Really nice. It was interesting though because it was like 69, 70, but it was still hot because it was so humid.
Yeah, definitely hot. Especially all those tall buildings, and they're going up those streets, just like in the Full House intro. Like those streets really.
Oh yeah,
like
we saw the Painted Ladies.
Oh yeah, Painted
What
Ladies,
park was that we went to?
Alamo.
Alamo Park. We walked up like the steep, which was a workout.
Well, if you're not wearing the right shoes.
And then we saw that. What road was that? The Kirby Road.
Oh yeah, a little sidewinder.
Yeah, it's a. You'll know. It's like a little windy road. The world's most windiest road.
There's a lot of stuff to do in San Fran.
We went to Chinatown.
Oh yeah.
Had some boba. Oh no, I didn't get boba. Oh, I got boba ice
Got
cream.
that rolled ice cream. What's that called?
Rolled ice cream. And I didn't get boba. I wanted boba the whole time I was there, but I never got it. I got the mochi ice cream. That's what I got.
Oh yeah.
That was amazing.
Alcatraz was sweet. That was crazy seeing that in person. You get to walk around all the jail cells. You can take pictures in the jail cells, and they got the little voice recording from
Audio
previous
guards
and
cellmates.
Explaining their stay
prisoners.
there. No. Yeah.
They ain't my cellmate.
I mean, for them saying it was like the most wildest people, but most of them were just bank robbers. I don't know. I guess back then they considered bank robbers like murderers or something. It really was just like bank robbers. Really, I was expecting to see or hear about like serial killers that killed 50 people or something that are locked up there, but it was mostly just bank robbers. But
Some of them were murderers.
not to the extreme that I think you get sent to Alcatraz, but
Well, because people wasn't, they knew they had consequences back
Well,
then.
but that was cool. You got to see the outside, inside, the whole audio tour that you're doing.
I never knew that Alcatraz was taken over by Native Americans. I never knew that story.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was really interesting walking up and seeing like them painting like this is our land. What did it say? Our land. I never knew that story. So I learned a lot.
Yeah, a bunch of college kids took it over. That was really cool to see. Especially because when you see movies that get filmed there.
Yeah, because we just watched
Loki.
And one of the flashbacks were them escaping Alcatraz. And I saw Trav like, that looks like where we were. And then it was Alcatraz. So I was like, well, we saw that in person.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
And then we went to Joshua Tree for her birthday.
Yep, went to Joshua Tree for my birthday. And that was...
Kelly, if you didn't know.
That was awesome. Those trees are... They don't even look real. I don't know.
They look like prehistoric.
Definitely prehistoric. We saw the little cholla cactuses, skull rock.
I don't think what else. We just went on a bunch of hikes because you can just drive through the park and you can pull off at different trailheads and just do your thing.
We saw people rock climbing.
With just the pulley system, but still doing it like barehanded. Like no gloves, no helmets. I was like, y'all crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then we went to Palm Springs. That was about 45 minutes or an hour away from Joshua Tree. So we drove to Palm Springs. We actually met someone on the trails, and they told us that they were having like a street festival, and that we should go. Which was my birthday. And then her birthday just happened to be the same day. It was either the same day or the day before. I can't remember.
Yes, we went to Palm Springs.
So we went to Palm Springs, and we actually did see them when we were out there. Got our date shake.
Oh yeah, because they're famous for dates.
It was good, because I was a little skeptical. And then when I drank it, it was right before we were heading back home, so I was just thinking like, please, Lord, do not let my stomach deceive me on this drive back home.
Because I know dates be tearing me up, so I only took like
But that was fine.
Only took one sip of that bad boy.
It was good.
It was good. And they had a street fair at nighttime going on, so we got to do that.
Oh yeah, because we
They had
got some food.
Truck. Yeah, they got food trucks.
What did you get?
Barbecue or soul food.
He got some fried chicken, some mac and cheese.
Fried chicken, mac and cheese. Oof,
I got
that
some
was delicious.
pupusas. Salvadorian, and those were amazing.
Man, I didn't get to eat it all. And then we forgot it in the hotel. Like I seem to always do in every hotel. We always leave our
Oh,
leftovers.
man, we did. We left it in an Airbnb, and our Airbnb, guys, was super nice. It was in the foothills, and it was really close to Joshua Tree. Like,
Oh, yeah, it was like 2 seconds.
Yeah, we're probably like 5 minutes away from the entrance to the park, so that was really nice. But they had a hot tub.
Right. In the middle of the day, I'm yawning.
They had a hot tub. They had like yard games that you could play.
Yeah,
Cornhole. Fire pit. Nice seating area.
Then trails that we didn't get a chance
Trails.
to do.
We didn't do.
Back.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to do that.
And we did a bunch of trails at Joshua Tree National Park, though.
Mm-hmm.
We hit up most of them. I mean, except for like the ones you needed like permits for.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to do that one time. Trying to convince her to go on the permit trails where you gotta get permission from the park rangers to go camping out for like a day.
Mm-hmm.
Disappear.
Yeah.
This girl wants to go to Alaska, but she's afraid to go on some trails.
Boy, because when I go to Alaska, I ain't about to be hiking in no damn wilderness. What the hell?
Trying to see animals besides chipmunks that I see all the time.
Mm-hmm.
She always thinks we're gonna get attacked by mountain lions.
This guy, he almost stepped on a snake in Joshua Tree. Ain't even paying attention. I had to fucking pull him back because he almost stepped on a damn snake. See, that's why I ain't taking my ass out there. I do just walking like you walking down the street. No.
It wasn't a rattlesnake.
I didn't say it was a rattlesnake. I don't know what kind of snake it was. You don't know.
It was black and gold.
Exactly. It could have been poisonous.
It was just minus.
Because the head of a snake determines if it's poisonous or not, I think. But
it wasn't the diamond shaped. It was the other.
I wasn't looking that hard. I just knew I
It was
seen
like
it.
a overgrown gardener snake. Obviously, I know gardener snakes are black and yellow, not gold and yellow. But it was minus business. Just went all the way across, and I'm surprised they even did that because it went across the main trail that everyone walks on. And there was already a group of like 6 people that walked
Do
first, and then we walked, and it just was like went into a bush. It didn't even.
He was like this. I was like, ah, pulling him back. Like, goddamn snake.
I mean, we never see animals besides chipmunks, so it wasn't.
Yeah, because they have sheep there. We didn't see
Oh
any
yeah, we're
sheep.
trying to find some big horn sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Never saw none.
Just the big crows
This girl.
that were loud. I don't know if they were crows or ravens.
Yeah, they looked like they were trying to talk for sure.
They were like soaring over us because it was just me and Travis on the trail that we were on. Just
It was following us for a while.
it followed us for a long time. It followed us to the entrance.
It did. I don't know if they thought that we were lost or
They
something.
was like, "Come this way, you big dummy."
It sure was showing us where the
It showed us where the entrance was, yeah, and then it disappeared. I never even seen it after we got back to the.
Oh yeah, because that trail we got to see old mines.
Mm-hmm.
They locked them up. I wanted to go in them. This girl was scared of bats, so she was like, "No."
The bats had some kind of disease, and he trying to go up in there and see the damn bats. Like, you do know if you get bit by a bat, you getting rabies, right? And you dead.
It'll be fun.
Have you ever seen a video of somebody with rabies?
Yeah, in that new Hunger Games movie.
Remember, that's how I knew she had rabies. I was like, she got rabies. Well, the dude who got bit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No.
If y'all ain't watched it, oh well.
This girl ruined everything.
That movie came out so long ago. Like, that's your fault.
Anyways, yeah, it looks. But they had it all locked up, obviously, because people were trying to get in there. Like me.
That's why they had it locked up, because y'all know how to read the signs and listen to what they say. The bats are sick.
They just need some love.
But anyway, it was a lot of fun. We
Yeah,
had a lot of fun. It was beautiful, breathtaking. Like I said, like everything that we do is just so crazy because you take the pictures, but the pictures never do it justice.
No,
like
they
you just
don't.
really have to be there to see it and experience it.
So go experience stuff. Get out of your hometown.
Yeah, because the other thing that we noticed, like on all these, even at Page, like, you know, the tour guide asked where everyone was from. We were the only ones that were from the United States.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone else was from, you know,
Germany, France, Sweden.
all over
England.
the world. Like, we were the only ones. And the tour guide was like, thank God. Finally some Americans. We were the only ones. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if other people are coming from other countries,
To see it. You
You
know
better-
it's something to see.
you better get your boat butt out of your hometown. and
Get
go
your
see-
booty.
Get your booty out of your hometown and see some stuff.
Yes, because it really is breathtaking, and people can ruin things. So,
Or they can just close them down
hmm
because people ruin them.
yeah, like out here in Arizona, like I wanted to go to see. I think it's called like the Chocolate Falls, but now you need like a reservation, and they only open it up like once a time a year. So I'm like, great.
I can't remember the name of that trail, but when our AC guy came to to wash our AC unit and do a maintenance clean, he was talking about some kind of trailhead that's like he's on a 5-year waiting list
hmm
because people ruined it so
Mhm.
much, and now they let 10 people go a year
hmm
because it's on Indian reservation.
And this one's on Indian reservation too.
And
It
people-
might be the same one. I was.
Probably.
Mhm.
People don't know how to act and like to carve their initials. Like, bro, you're not that important.
hmm
So yeah, definitely do stuff before they close it down because they either close it down for liability reasons,
hmm Or just to save their
well,
environment,
yeah,
because they actually give a damn. They actually care about their environment.
Oh,
And people these days are just more so concerned with clout
right,
than actually acting like they got some common sense.
very true.
hmm Just to face everything, yeah. Because even at Joshua Tree, we actually got to see hieroglyphics,
Oh yeah,
which were like it was amazing. Like, oh my gosh, these are real hieroglyphics.
from did they say what was it caveman or was it?
I think it was Native.
Yeah, Native American.
Yeah, I think it was a Native American tribe, but I
But
can't
then
remember.
They're supposed to be, I forgot what color originally, and then people colored them in like idiots.
So it's just stuff like that. Like, it is frustrating because it's like, who raised you?
Well, that too.
Number one. Number two, I don't know if I can say a lie, but.
I knew their butt was. But anyways, so we've still been doing stuff even with trying to keep up with the house because
Mhm.
you definitely gotta have fun. You can't just be all work and no play.
Yeah, and that doesn't include like the stuff we just been doing, like.
Oh yeah, locally.
Locally.
We'll go downtown Phoenix or downtown Glendale or downtown Tempe.
Scottsdale.
Go to comedy clubs or different restaurants or unique type of restaurants.
Yeah, we went to, so for Trav's birthday, his birthday was a couple days ago. We went to see Cirque du Soleil, which was
I saw that
amazing.
for the first time. That was dope.
Absolutely amazing.
It was Christmas edition.
Twas the night before.
Mhm.
It was really good.
They were doing some crazy stunts.
And then we went to like a bar in North Phoenix. It's called Platform 18, but it's like a train. It simulates like a train ride through the bayou, but it's like an old train.
They serve like fancy drinks.
Yeah.
Like with
He was lit.
ingredients you've never heard of. It ain't no Budweiser. It's actual like crazy cocktails.
Did they even have beer? Yeah, they did. They did.
They had wine.
It was really good
It
though.
was really good. Then we went to this place called Pop Stroke.
In Westgate.
It was made by Tiger Woods and his team.
Mm-hmm.
They designed 2 18-hole mini golf courses, but they look like real golf courses.
Putting greens, yeah.
Like real full-size putting greens.
And that was a lot of fun.
On top of doing that, they have a really good restaurant. Food was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had cornhole you can do, and table tennis, and foosball
Mm-hmm.
that you can all do also.
And I whooped Travis behind at cornhole.
Should be cheating.
And I only lost to him by 2 strokes.
Mm.
And I don't even know how. Boy, you should be
Yeah,
embarrassed.
that was bad.
Because the first hole, I got 6 strokes. Oh, Lord. But it got better after that. But it was a lot of fun. Yeah, we stayed in Westgate, so we went to some of the bars and restaurants and Westgate Entertainment Center. We stayed there too, so that was a lot of fun.
And they
Got to see the Grinch.
Oh yeah, a lot of restaurants out here I've noticed they got a lot of outdoor activities you could do while you're waiting for your food or while you're eating. Like there's a pickleball place we saw.
Yeah, so there's a new place in Westgate called Chicken and Pickle.
Yeah.
So we got to go back and do that.
And I thought they just meant they served chicken and pickles, or pickle sandwiches or something.
Mhm.
But they're actually playing like pickleball in the back of the
They had a bunch
restaurant.
of pickleball courts.
I've never played pickleball, so I have no idea how to play, but I'd be down to try it out though. But yeah, most restaurants they have that, or they'll have darts, they'll have cornhole, they'll have shuffleboard,
The big not checkers, but
a
Connect
big
Four.
Jenga, big
Jenga.
checkers, big Connect Four.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of outdoor activities out here, which is a lot different than Michigan, because obviously Michigan can't do none of that stuff.
You can, but you can only do it
Michigan's
certain
just
time of
pool
year.
tables and people hustling. They ain't doing no real games. Or bowling. They don't really have stuff like that in Michigan. So that was a lot of fun. Definitely want to go back there. Plus, it's all you can play, which is dope.
Mhm.
So you just pay one price
And you can play all
and
day.
you can golf literally all day.
Leave,
And
come
you,
back,
and you get to keep your ball.
and you could, yeah.
And their putters are actually like metal putters. I'm so used to using rubber. It was used to. It took a while to get used to. You barely
The
tap
weight
it.
of it.
Barely tap it, and the ball goes
Mhm.
flying off course.
Yeah, but it was really nice. We had a lot of fun, which is what we love here. Like, it's a lot to do.
Oh, it's too much to do and not enough time.
Not enough time. And I swear, every weekend we're like, okay, we're going to sit in the house. And then the weekend comes, we're like, ooh, I saw this. I saw that. Let's go do this. Let's go do that.
Right. Well, I mean, if it wasn't for inflation, I'd be doing stuff every day.
Yeah.
But definitely need to experience stuff because I feel like we just got to play catch up because I feel like we should have moved here like 3 years ago. So just trying to experience all this stuff before inflation prices you out of not being able to do it.
Right.
That's why I think the biggest thing nowadays is inflation is just murdering everybody to the point where all you can do is sit at home. And I ain't trying to do that.
Not at all.
Not when the weather's 78 at nighttime and 78 during the day. Like, I'm trying to go out. Not have to worry about rain, sleet, snow.
Yeah, but that bit us in the butt, okay? Because someone, when I went back home, they were like, what do you like most about Arizona? And I was like, the fact that I don't have to check the weather.
Well, yeah.
Never. Like, I know that it's going to be sunny. The only time I check the weather is if I wake up and it's cloudy.
Right.
Other than that, like, I know the sun is going to be out. In the summertime, you know it's going to be hot. Like,
It's going to be blue skies every day.
But that bit us in the butt because we planned Travis's birthday.
Well, semi-planned it.
Semi-planned, like, the area we're going to be in and what we're going to do. And it rains. I'm like, oh my God. But the moment that we went out to play at Pop Stroke, that we ate at the restaurant and, got a drink. But by the time it was ready for us to play mini golf, it cleared up.
Right.
So we were able to play the whole 18 holes and actually play a couple rounds of cornhole before it started to sprinkle or rain, whatever y'all want to call it here. But that is the one thing I love about Arizona. Like, you do not have to check the weather. You know that the weather is going to be nice. Especially, like, if it's in the wintertime, fall, winter, it's going to be nice. In the summertime, it's going to be hot.
Yeah, night and day.
Night and day. So, if you are aware of that information, just plan accordingly. But that also brings up, so that'll be our next video. We're going to do the pros and cons of living in Arizona.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that'll be a good video.
Hopefully it won't take a year to make, but...
I don't think so. Holding you accountable.
Holding you accountable.
We hold each other accountable. So we'll have something out for you for sure.
Man,
That's it.
That's a year recap, I guess.
Mm-hmm. TLDR. We love it. And we wish we would have moved here sooner.
Definitely. So if you're thinking of doing something, just do it.
Just do it. Just go for it.
Don't be listening to people.
And
don't be doubting yourself. Don't be waiting for the perfect moment. If you got, especially if you're young, you can always rebound.
And that's what I was going to say. If you're young, you can always rebound. But even if you do it and you don't like it, no, guess what? You already got the experience under your belt of trying something new. So the next time you try something new, it's not going to be
as disastrous, or you might
or nerve-wracking.
Yeah, you have more knowledge.
Yeah, more knowledge.
More experience.
And definitely don't let other people talk fear into your plans because they're talking about things from their perspective. And while sometimes it may be valid, but
most of the time it's not because they don't even.
That scenario may not be the same for you.
They don't even leave their hometown. I've noticed most people.
Yeah.
I don't even know where people be getting their information from because the things people would say is just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, like when we moved here, everyone's like, it's so hot. It's like,
okay. No one knows ever even came out here. First of all.
It is hot, but it's cold in Michigan, and we still surviving. So I think that I'll survive. If it's people moving to Arizona every day. What does it say? Like 50 to 100 people moving here every day.
We're the 5th largest city now.
Like, it can't be that bad.
Right.
Like, clearly somebody like it.
You can only stay inside if the heat really bothers you that much.
Yeah, but even like when we went in July, which was hot, we even went to this bar and they had the misters outside.
Oh yeah.
And it was fine. Like, we were outside playing cornhole. Like, it was fine. Like, I wasn't like, and I was drinking.
Yeah, it definitely cools you off a lot.
It cools you off a lot. So, I mean, they obviously have ways to live in the desert. You know, it's shaded. You got the misters, and they do help a whole lot. But yeah, if it's too hot for you, then you're sitting inside for 4 months. Or you going to the mall, or you're going to the movie theater or restaurants.
That's like just middle of June through end of August.
Yeah.
And then it drops down to 68 and 40 degrees at night.
But yeah, do what you want to do.
Definitely.
And don't let people talk fear into your plans. Because it may work out, it may not. And if it doesn't, then rebound and try something else. I mean, it's not like your life is going to be over.
Right.
When we went to that restaurant for your birthday, that Grinch restaurant, what did that sign say? Forget the map.
Oh yeah, forget the maps. Follow your dreams.
Forget the maps, follow your dreams. Do it. Seriously. Because you just don't know how life will unfold for you. Like, I could be perfectly fine today, but maybe next year something happens and I can't move around or do something. Like, life is so unpredictable. Just take advantage of things when you can, because you just don't know how life unfolds.
Very true.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that'll get smacked.
All right, well, that's all.
That's all we got for the year.
Forget the map.
Follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams. We out.